Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's my second YouTube video and today we are gonna have story time. Story time. Funny. So for some of you guys may know that I moved to Europe with my boyfriend. It's very different over here. Like I was saying in my first video, the driving, the people, you know, all that other stuff. Yeah, so basically, I'm gonna just kind of hop right into the story, okay? So, my boyfriend, he's a basketball player. He plays overseas, over here, and he travels a lot. He leaves me the car so that I can move around, so that I'm not stuck in the house or anything like that. And okay, one day, you know, at first I was kind of like scared to drive because like I said, the driving is really different out here. Like, yeah, it's just not Americanized, but it's not completely different, but you know, it's new to me. And yeah, so at first I was kind of like scared to drive. And he was like, okay, well, I'm going out of town tomorrow, so I want to see you drive out here. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Got us home. He like, yeah, you got like a C minus. I'm like, C minus, whatever. But anyway, I got us home. So whatever. So he goes out of town the next day. Remind y'all, it is his birthday. It's his birthday, but he's going out of town. He has a game. He has an away game. So like I said, he leaves out of town and, you know, okay, he gave me the keys, like, okay, whatever, like, be careful. Yeah. And I'm like, dude, I got it. Like, I'm steady, like, why are you doing all that? Like, I can drive, I know how to drive, like, I'll be fine. It was already kind of a rocky day. You know, it was just one of those days a little bit, but whatever. So, you know, I'm out getting my nails done. Cool. So now I'm on my way to pick up one of the basketball players' girlfriends because, you know, we're like here alone now that our guys are away. I'm picking her up and I'm in the parking lot of where she lives and she hops in the car. Instead of me just reversing, I pulled forward, not knowing that it was like some type of metal parking thing, but it was like low. And remind you, I'm in a truck. Yeah, it was like low and I pulled forward, but I kind of hit the gas a little hard. But I mean, I didn't know it was anything in front of me. I was just, you know, whip out. So yeah, like I said, so I end up hitting the thing and y'all, I drove over the thing. The thing is now, I don't even know what it is, so I'm calling it a thing. It's now out of the ground. You know, it's out of the concrete. And the tire, the truck is over the thing. I don't know what it is, whatever it is. The car is now over it and the car is already, you know, a little damaged. And I'm just like, but I had to do what I had to do. So we kind of like moved, it could move just a little bit, the little thing, and we kind of like moved it a little bit, got it to where I could drive over it, but you know, still fucked up the car. But remind you, like I said, it was his birthday, so I was like terrified to tell him. And remind you, on top of that, he had just left 5 hours ago, and I was talking so much stuff like, I can drive, like it's not that big of a deal, like you tripping, like you forcing me, like I'm gonna be okay, it's not that big of a deal, you know? And of course, I didn't hit a car, thank God, because it could have been worse. It could have been worse. But I did hit something, and it was his birthday. And first of all, prior to it being his birthday, and you know, it wasn't even his car. His car was already in the shop because he had caught a flat, and he hadn't had his car within like a month. So they had finally ended up giving him just a new car until they was done with his car. And this car, it was already like his, you know, like the people over the team was like, you guys need to be careful with the cars, y'all, you know, like y'all getting flat tires and this, that, and the third, and then my ass comes along and messed some more shit up. Like, yeah, that was crazy. And I was so scared to tell him, y'all. Like, I was terrified. I was like shaking. Like, I was in a whole frenzy. Like, I didn't know what to do because I'm like, oh, it's his birthday. He just left. Like, he just left. It ain't even been a day since he's been gone. And I gotta hit him with I hit the car. I had texted him and I was like, call him at first and he didn't answer. He was like on his flight. He was like boarded or something. So I had called him and he didn't answer. And I texted him like, I gotta tell you something. And he like, what? And I'm like, answer the phone. So we ended up getting back on the phone and I'm like, so y'all, I was so scared. Like, I was literally like crying in the inside. Like, I didn't want to tell him, but I couldn't even stand not to tell him. Like, it was killing me for the little seconds that I didn't tell him. Like, you need to tell him and get it over with, because however he's gonna feel, he's gonna feel. You to just let it be what it is right now, because if you hold on to it, sis, it's probably, you know what I'm saying? Like, just get it over with. You don't know how you're gonna react. Just let the truth set you free. I'm on the phone and I'm like, I'm just scared to tell him, but he kind of already, you know, like he just knew. And I'm like, I'm scared to tell you. And he's like, what? I'm like, I hit the car. He's like, take it home and park it. Just like, I wanted to cry. Like, my whole day was ruined from that point. Like, it was just, I was so irritated with myself. Like, of course, you know, men already think women can't drive, you know, and that was just a mess, y'all. Like, it was like, it was like the worst experience, because like, I was just so nervous to tell him. And it was just like, damn, I've been gone for not even 24 hours. Like, what are you doing? And I'm just like, it wasn't my fault. I'm always trying to say some shit wasn't my fault, but it wasn't. Like, I didn't know what to do. And then he got to calling me names like careless. And I'm like, you hurting my feelings. Like, stop. Like, you know it was an accident. Like, he's like, you just careless and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, this is the last thing I wanted. Like, I didn't want this to happen. I already know that it's already been a big deal about the cars with your team and stuff. This was the last thing I wanted. Like, I didn't want to be the person. Like, why did it have to be me? Why did it have to be in my hands? Why did it have to be my fault? But the whole day was ruined after that. And I'm like, steady texting him like, I'm sorry. He's like, dude, like, chill. Like, you know, like, he's kind of like, just kind of, he wasn't upset. Like, he was more disappointed, because he's just like, damn, like, it's been 3 hours since I've been gone and you already talking about you done hit something. And I'm just like, it wasn't my fault. And that was crazy. Like, it was just like, of course you hit the car, girl. Like, of course. So I'm just like, I was so sad, and I just kept trying to apologize to him, and he was just like, okay, like, chill. Like, I'm not there, first of all, so it's really nothing I can do, and I don't want to be stressed about it. It's my birthday, I got a game tomorrow. Like, I can't deal with this, that, and the third, and all this other stuff at one time. So we just gonna figure it out once I get back. And I mean, he said he wasn't mad, and he didn't really act mad or nothing, but I just felt like a disgrace. Like, what type of person am I? Like, I felt like, of course, sis, of course you out of all people, of course. I was so aggravated. So. We getting the car fixed tomorrow. Thank God, because it stressed me out. It wasn't terrible. Like, it could have been worse. Like, it could have been a lot worse. Like, it was just like the side of the tire, where the tire is. Like, it could have been a whole lot worse. I could have hit somebody, because it's a lot of pedestrians that don't stop when they see a car. Shaking my head. Well, I guess they're not supposed to stop, but whatever. Like, they be out here like wilding for real. But yeah, so I mean, like I said, it's not that bad, but it's bad enough, and that's how I feel. But we're getting it fixed tomorrow. Thank God. Thank the Lord, because the last thing he needed to hear was, you know, his, whatever they are, manager and the people over the team, like, bro, you know. So I'm just thankful that his landlord is the one who found us the place to get the car fixed. It's like his people. So yeah, we're gonna get it fixed tomorrow. But you guys, that was so sad. But yes, that completes story time for today. Just be careful out here in these streets. I need to be careful out here in these streets because clearly I didn't even hit a car. I didn't even hit, you know, like it was something so small and so minor that just really wore me out. Y'all don't even understand. But that completes story time for today. If you have not subscribed, subscribe to my channel. And also, if you do not follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram at Pennylouu, Penny Louu. Yeah.